Okay, hold up. Let me check something. The sound is working. Microphone for my MacBook. All right. So let's dig into price. It's gonna be, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be a deep breakdown. Gonna just look at price, see if we can see any whatever. Just dig, dig deep down. What the fuck? Do a deep research of price. So anyway, let's start at the daily because that's like the most important one. And daily low got taken. So let's see. And let's first of all break down as the usual way, and that's to speak about where we are. And we are above these highs. Took a lot of liquidity in the form of this trend line. Or it's not like clean the way I draw it right now, but maybe if you draw it like a channel, beautiful trend line taken out, trend channel taken out, all these internal highs taken out to the upside, coming into this daily OB over here. And if we just zoom into the daily OB real quick and let's see what it looks like and why price reacted from that OB, because there's something, it should be a strong OB, but why is it a strong order block? So 4 hour wise, not much. The timing of it is late Asia, and it's basically a whole day. So it's Thursday evening, almost Friday morning till Monday London open. What's this? All right, let me. So that's actually, hold up. Let me do something real quick. Let's see where price. Yeah, I just want to know where price reacted from to T. So let's see why is price reacted from that level. Maybe we can learn something from that. Replay mode. Let's go into this one. And let's go further back. All right. So we can see it react from a beautiful 8 hour block, but what makes that block so strong? So first of all, we can see we had some chaining, we had some trend line. Maybe that's just it. 5 minute wise, let's see. Oh, okay. Unfortunate, can't see it, so we don't know. All right. But all right, so price reacted from that daily order block. Oops, I closed my screen. Price reacted from the daily order block. And then after that, internal liquidity take and look at the impulse. I think it was Friday. Oh, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. And now coming into today, we took the previous daily lows, the previous daily highs intact, and basically we came below these lows. We already did that yesterday, but just so slightly. It was still valid to come deeper. And then if we go lower, because hold up, let me show you on the high time frame where you can, I'll actually, if we go lower, we can see there was a 4 hour POI sitting over here below these lows. Beautiful daily fair value gap started here. And below that, we had this 4 hour POI, which sits just above around number 107. So therefore, like beautiful level to target. And it was my target for the short trade this morning, which I made a case study about. Something else you might want to use here is a key level. You can see this low, then these lows, and over here, over here. So basically we got this key level over here. And yeah, if we go to the 1 hour, we can refine that. So, and what we will do is refine that over here. And we will just drag it a little bit down. Make it a little smaller, like that. That's fine. That's perfect. So it comes above here. And if we, oh, crap, fuck. Look at this. Came up yesterday or this morning, gave the reaction from the key level, and then another little pump up, and then came down. Anyway, but I don't use that key level, but just fun to see, right? It's good to see because we want to know what price reacts from and why price reacts from that area. So one of the reasons was that key level. Then, all right, let's talk about price today. So we had this 1 hour POI sitting over here, and we had the 4 hour POI, which starts above at this high or even just below that. And above that, we have the round number 107. So coming into today, what can we see? We actually have a 50-minute range from this high down to this low. And that's where I made a mistake. This morning, I classed it as my 50-minute range. However, if you look here, so this was my range I drew on. And if you look here, you can see the price just tapped into the discount with this wick. So my range should be from here down to here. And then coming into Asia, what can we see? We can see the price builds up liquidity over here during New York. We take New York lows, we form our previous daily low or daily low. Price comes up, doesn't break that high, respects it. So, and then coming into Asia, we can see that we got some slowdown over here before taking that high. Then we have above that, we have a beautiful 5-minute POI sitting there. And we got Asia high over here forming equals. I think Riz mentioned this as well today, and I noticed the same thing. On the 5-minute chart, Asia has this beautiful early sellers, and that's a pretty strong confluence you can use. So delete, there you go. So these are my early sellers, and then price takes out the highs, and we can go lower. Hold up, but we want to see zoom out real quick because where can we go and what can we target if we want to short on the higher time frame. So this is the area where we short from. And why do we want to short there? Well, we have this range from low to high. Sorry. From low to the high. And we can actually now do this and make that a blue dot. 4 hour. Beautiful. Because we reached the discount now. And if it breaks below, this is our new high. And if price breaks above, then this is our new lower higher low. Then we have this bearish range, and we have the high time frame momentum. The high time frame momentum was a strong confluence for this trade, because if you look over here, that 14:00 on Monday, that 4 hour candle was super strong, and then you can see on like Monday evening, and at night we sorry, I'm really tired. We have this like they're strong, like the candle closure is pretty bullish, but they're small candles, right? Compared to this large candle. And as we knew in the lower time frame, we have this internal 5-minute liquidity, and we had a 5-minute block. We had the 5-minute bearish range. We just came below these, but Asia high was taken, so Asia low could be on the target. Was on the target and was on the line. I don't know how to say it. And we still had the key level I spoke about plus the 4-hour POI. So previous daily lows, 4-hour POI, 5-minute bearish range, 5-minute order block, Asia high being taken, so liquidity to the upside being taken, aka fuel to go to the downside. And high time frame wise, a lot of liquidity taken, of course. We already got a strong move to the downside, but the momentum was still there. So those are all reasons to go look for shorts. All right, so let's then dig down or zoom in. Dig down. I don't even know what that means. I want to dig deep. like deep research. I don't know, bro. Whatever, just let me speak. And then what can we see over here? So this is like intricate. We got a low, high, high, low. Nope, that's not the high or low. However, we have a low or a high that leads to this low and a bullish break. And that's followed by a bearish break. So I'm drawing this wrong, but basically this is your early sellers. Bullish break, bearish break, bullish break. And this is also the last low. Then Asia high gets taken. We get a strong impulse to the downside. And this leg has no liquidity, no internal range liquidity. So what you might want to do, or you can do, is sorry, breaking bearish. Price breaks bearish here, and you can enter short. And I'm gonna break it all down. I'm gonna watch everything that happened today. We don't need that. Actually, we do. I think it's a beautiful 2-minute block as well. Yeah, 2-minute block is clean. Or no, this is a 2-minute block, the white one. 3-minute. 3-minute is 3-minute is clean. But let's use the 1-minute. All right, so we get a 1-minute block over here. And that basically sets the tone for the shorts as it gets respected. So from bullish, respecting bullish order flow, price suddenly starts to respect the bearish order flow. And as we respect this bearish order flow, we still respect bullish order flow just before that. So that makes it a pretty tricky entry, in my opinion. And then where the real entry comes from is after breaking this short, breaking this low, because we got a low, high, higher, low, higher, high. So we respect that. And then we break bearish over here. And that's where the first entry comes from. We got 2 order blocks on the 1-minute. However, if we zoom to the 2-minute, we can see that, ooh, that's right. That's not mitigated yet. On the 3-minute it is, but I wouldn't take a 3-minute block if I know that the 2-minute and the 1-minute are not mitigated yet. So then where's our internal range liquidity? Because now we have this high down to this low. Let me stretch that. There you go. And we can see actually that our internal range liquidity is above here. However, you can maybe class this as internal range liquidity. Low, high, low, bullish break, bearish break, bullish break. So that may be your internal liquidity. However, I will class this. Oh, sorry, as my internal range liquidity. But high time frame momentum translated itself to lower time frame momentum, and it didn't take that liquidity, and it just respected this 1-minute block, and that's actually a beautiful, beautiful trade to short. And that's our first, that's valid short entry. Why? Early sellers over here, early sellers over here, low, high, higher, low, high, high, bearish break, early sellers. And this is actually, there's no 15-minute block, unfortunately. Otherwise, we would have our entry model number 2. Because we got the disruption of lows. So that would have been from here. But anyway, I know we have this one. And we can just put it over there. Because 90, just 0.3 pips before the discount or the premium. And then 4.04 will be 4.09. And that's your short, first short. Plays out beautifully, taps about here. And after this trade, you can see stop loss above here. Then we break bearish over here. So stop loss reduces to just above here. So your stop loss will be there. There you go. And after we break bearish over here, stop loss will be to break even. Why? Because this is our last block and break even sits above the block. And this is where my entry came from. Because let me just remove this or move it to the side now. Let me just remove that. So that's first trade, second trade, and then order flow wise. And actually, this is even a stronger trade, in my opinion. Why we now took the early, we broke bearish on the early sellers as well. And that means that our range gets extended. Why? We got a low, we got our high, we got our higher low, we got our higher high, we get our bearish break. And that was also the reason I couldn't go full risk on my trade. Why? We have this now that high down to this low, and therefore we have a valid order block over here and a valid order block over here. So what did I do? We have this POI over here, or the internal range liquidity, I call it like that. And that's where my entry came from. Just place it on there. It took me in slightly early, 72. I don't know why, but all good. Anyway, and it stops 404, 402 actually, right? 402. Yeah, I'll look at the meltdown after that. So let me just let price play out. Ooh, almost got it. There you go, 1 to 12. And where's 700? There you go. 1 to 13.36. All right, so that's decent. That's the trade. And then what can we see? We have this area over here, and actually that's mitigated for me, so I wouldn't look for a trade there. But order flow continues. Actually, price reacts from, I think it was a 10 or 15 minute POI. Yeah, 15 minute and 10 minute as well. So I'm gonna get POI. Price comes in, turns around, and does it give another entry drill? No. You get your early sellers over here. You get equals, and then you get a low that I think it's not complete equals. Gotta check though. What's the different chart maybe? So that's New York. Those equals are there. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that we're not perfectly equal. There you go. Just about took it out. And on FXCM, same story, even larger move. That's good. I trust let me put it up there. I trust FXCM more actually than Forex.com, but I don't know why I'm using Forex. I trust Forex.com, but I don't trust Wanda. I don't know. Just I don't feel Wanda. That's stupid. It sounds stupid, but I don't know. Anyway, so we get a low that led to a high, bearish break, early sellers. And order flow wise, you could take the direct entry after the early sellers. So that's another entry drill I don't use, but it works as well. POI, where you would look for confirmation and you get your early sellers and you take the direct entry after the slowdown. So one way to enter this actually is by using this bearish break and have a stop limit on there and just enter like that in case price doesn't come back, which it does over here, and it just provides you with a 1 to 5 at New York lows, or not even New York lows. New York lows are 1 to 7.5 almost. And then you get your bearish break over here. Then this is your new bearish range. You have your internal range liquidity over here. Minor early sellers over here, but order flow wise, you can just have this taken, early sellers, bearish break, and then your entry is split up again in this one, or let me just go to the 3 minute because there's a quite large gap. Yeah, perfect. So either this block or this block, and you then split your orders. And you take this one. So that's actually not an entry, but outside of my trading time. And you got your early sellers, bearish break, return to discount to premium, and then go to, let's say 95. That's beautiful. A little bit more breathing room, but that's all right. And then 3.9, 4.4, and 1 to 5 cats hit over here. Another. So we already have 3 short trades. This one is a bit risky though, because we took previous daily lows, but we still didn't. I don't know if this one, yeah, this one tapped already into the 4-hour PY. That's where the reaction came from. Bit tricky with this move up because we don't have early or internal range liquidity. Shit. The price forms the early sellers, which is forming the early internal range liquidity. So that's your second trade. And this one has a confirmation as well. So that's like a double confirmation. And that's basically after this break and creating these equals over there. So liquidity building up to the downside. Bearish break. Low, high, higher, low, higher, high. I don't think this low. No, that doesn't reach discount. And then you have your second entry from this block. And of course, with the breathing room, you get tagged in. Another trade. So that's a confirmation on the confirmation based. That's like double confirmation, unnecessary, something I tend to do, which causes me to miss a lot of trades. And then what happens? Price builds up equals over here, actually. Pre-London, pre-New York. There's no trade here. There's a trade here, though. So we break bearish again. We get some form of early buyers, if you want to class that. Let me first discuss this short. So then we have low, this one, low, so that one came into discount, bullish break, actually, bearish break. Want to class it like that. So I had it like that. Yeah, this became a new high. Low. So my last one is like that. So bullish break. Can look for longs maybe, but I wouldn't because of like you can see our price is just building that up. Well, it's normal that it's building up like that, but not with the high time for momentum. And we can see that on the way up it's correctional. So there's nothing there. No reason to look for longs. And then we can take that off real quick. And we break bearish from that high down to this low. And what does sit there in the premium before I look for longs is a beautiful 5-minute PY, I guess. Yeah. So if you take the direct entry, you have this 5-minute PY, but you also have this one. And you get your early buyers over here. This is where I start looking for buys. I didn't take any buys, but this is where I would start looking for buys. So you got that POI. And then if we go lower, we can see prices building liquidity over here. So that's been taken out. And then order flow shorts over here. No early sellers really. Yeah, you got this low that led to that high, but oh, you got low, high, high, low, high, high bearish break. So actually you get your early sellers. Same story with the PY over here, where I said like, okay, you get your 50-minute PY, you get your 50-minute PY over here, and you would look at this block for an entry confirmation, so we can just take the direct entry. I mean this block, sorry, let's be clear. You would look at this block, this candle for a confirmation-based entry. You have your early sellers over here. So instead of taking the confirmation-based entry, you like risk maybe half already on the direct entry, and then half on the confirmation-based entry. In case there's no confirmation-based entry, you still make 0.5% on the, or like 2.5% on the direct entry. All right, so then you get your early sellers over here. Bullish break, same story here. Half on the block, half on the confirmation. Quiddy taken short. And that's basically where the short comes from. I'm so tired. I'm speaking a lot. Well, I'm the only one that's able to speak in this recap, so yeah, there's no confirmation based entry. No. So we got that, and then let's look for the buy opportunities actually, because we know now that we are in a below old lows, in a 1 hour PY and a higher time frame. So 1 hour PY, 50-minute PY actually on the higher time frame. And we had this bearish range from high down to this low. There you go. So buying wise, what do we have over here? Before taking these lows, we get some early buyers over here, inducing buyers into the market, then taking the first low, and then taking the second low instantly after. I don't know. Oh, that's now you taking it. No, it's like, wait, I have it somewhere. Object tree. Gotta zoom out for it, but there you go. Price takes the first low, induces buyers before taking the second low. That's the thing. So over here, it first induces and then goes lower. Good. So I haven't looked much at price action in New York. Well, yeah, but there wasn't something for me really. There wasn't maybe a long here, but not the cleanest kind of price action, right? Actually, no, saying that got some form of early buyers over here. You got a low, high, higher, low, higher, high bearish break. No, this just respects this area, this order block. No early buyers over there. So these are your only early buyers. They're a bit far away from this block though, 30 pips. But if you class this as your early buyers and then know that you are in like the 50-minute POI below old lows, a lot of liquidity to the downside now taken as well. Could maybe say like this is your bullish break, and with the breathing room you stay in this trade. However, it's followed up by a bearish break, so it's a bit tricky though. So below the low, and then you get your buy trade long, and you put it below that wick is your entry. I don't know. Actually, let's take that wick. this one. No, that's, let me see what it, hold up, let me just draw this on correctly. Let me see what a 2-minute looks like. All right, 2-minute block, that is. So you get this, let's take the 1 minute, it's even bigger. 19, 24, round numbers 25. Then you can see price wicks up from here. So you get a high, low, lower high, lower low, bullish break. So you can, yeah, you just put it below that low. Why not? That's it. And then reading room wise, 3.4, 3.9 keeps you in the trade. And 1 to 5 gets hit pretty fast, actually. And you can maybe target these internal lows, but as we said, there's this 5-minute PY. So beautiful 1 to 9 playing out there. But no early buyers. Am I only here and that's too far away? Maybe low, high, low bullish break, but it's also too minor and just respecting this order block over here, but still respecting bearish order flow. It's no proper bullish break, so no early buyers for this trade. So not my entry drill. And then get the proper break because we get a high, low, lower high, lower low, bullish break, bearish break, and that now means that this were our early buyers. Because we broke bearish off that just about, and that's followed up by bullish break. And then knowing that, we have our 3-minute PY, I guess. Yeah. So that's a bit tricky though, but it's a further trade. I don't know if I would have cut in because actually I didn't even see it, but this is after my trading time anyway. I was a bit skeptical about price action because there was like no clean behavior. And I think at the time these were equals. Not sure. Someone can confirm. But anyway, we get the bullish break. If you take the 3-minute block, you get a beautiful long entry. 7.6, 8.1. And 1 to 4 gets hit before here. Then you have 1 to 3 at discount or at premium, 1 to 4 at the liquidity or at the PY, and 1 to 5 gets hit after. Chair, I don't know who speaks. Let me see. There was a, fuck it. I'm not interested now. Sorry. Anyway, there was a FOMC member who was speaking, and they caused this to happen. And there's actually another long if you want to trade counter trend, because now you have these equals over here. And it's a bit counter trend, but I think this is maybe something I can catch this. Higher time from PY, liquidity, discount of the dark blue range. So we can maybe expect price to turn around. This was looking good, by the way, for turnarounds. Why is it doing this? It's freezing. Hello? What is this, mine? Fresh. Yeah, on the 1 hour, it's looking better. Well, though, yeah, I think it will continue up. Don't know. Anyway, so we got the news, and let's continue to break down. And we know that on the high time frame, we are in the discount, so we can look for longs. You could maybe say like, okay, now we have this break, we got a low, high. That's something I got to check though. Yeah. So you get your high, low, lower high, lower low, bullish break. And then basically what happens is over here, early buyers classic like that. It's a bit tricky of a tricky breakdown. Tricky breakdown. But that could be your early buyers. Then early buyers taken out. Then bullish break. Because of the news. Then price comes back. And you get your entry from this block. So you get your high. Even you get your early buyers over here as well. You get the low, the high that's that low. You got a high, low, lower, high, low, low, bullish break, bearish break. Price respecting this 1 minute. PY over here. Beautiful reaccumulation trade. And then bullish break, and then your entry from the block. Stops below the low. And then this one, 3.9. Something like that. I would personally take either this, like this wick, just put it up there. Beautiful trade. And then it rockets up into this 50-minute PO, to this 50-minute POI over here. And now taking my 50-minute range, you reach a discount now for that. So we got your internal range liquidity, and you get your high down to low, and then now we reach discount. And with that long, geez, what long. Like this was short of the day, this was it's a long of the day. But a bit tricky with the long though, because I don't think after this bullish break it reached discount. Maybe just it. Actually just it. You can see. Yeah, so that's a fairly long as well, but a bit tricky because it's counter trend, and we were following the 5-minute price range the whole day, so wouldn't look for shorts or for longs there, I guess. But it's valid. And that's basically price action for today. That was a good dig, deep. Anyway, we researched price pretty good, I would say. And now I'm gonna just draw on some key levels because I'm addicted to key levels right now. And that's beautiful. See, right from here. Just about. Then reacted like here, right, went down, reacted here again, came up, reaction here, reaction here, reaction here, came up again. Beauty. Then another one over here, but a bit more intricate. This one is a good one. So yeah. What do we have now? We have a bullish break. And I would definitely now look for longs in my opinion. So let's zoom out. And with this break, I would look for longs. Yeah, so that's it. Peace out.